of failure. Yes, I'm the only one. You got to get to the point where you got to understand that what you see, you speak it in existence anyway. Regardless of what the devil has done in the past, it does not control what God's going to do in the future. Who am I talking to today? Who am I talking to today? So God said, preacher, you got to break that spirit of fear, of failure. Peter messed up, Jalen. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Third time, God said, man, he cursed and swore that he didn't know Jesus. Jesus, when he gets through what he had to do, he comes looking for Peter. Finds Peter doing what he did before he met Jesus, fishing. Peter fished all night that night, caught nothing. Jesus said, put your net on the right side. But then on the right side, fish showed up everywhere. The other disciples didn't know it was Jesus, McKinney, but Peter did. Peter realized who it was, and he jumped in the water, began to swim. Jesus, by the time they got to shore, Jesus had told them, bring the fish you caught and put him on the grill. I got it ready. Y'all ain't going to help me, all right? They had breakfast there with him. He was not totally in spirit by then. He ate with them, but they could not touch him. Because no flesh cannot touch the spirit. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. But what happened is, I close this message, is Jesus comes to Peter because Peter has the problem that many of us have. Because we failed before, we almost expect failure. So when God really wants to do something for you, you, rather than looking at what he said, you look at what happened in the past. God spoke to me. I shared it with a couple people that I'm real close to. He's challenged me in something. I'm praying about it to get the full understanding. He challenged me to something I've never done before. He challenged me to start a business. All right. And I began to talk to people, and a couple people tell me how bad other folk did in this same business. Then they began to tell me, people in Sandusky don't support each other. They began to tell me all of that. And the spirit of fear, of failure, said, man, I ain't getting into all that. I'll back up. That's what happened to most of us. God gives you something, Tammy, to do, and we look at what happened with other folk and then based our decisions on that. Now, when God has never, whatever happened to somebody else has nothing to do with what God's going to do in your life. God sends me from Mansfield to Sandusky with no relatives, no friends. I didn't know anybody when my wife and I came to this church. Mother Pettis had worked for me a couple times at the plant. I know of her, but didn't know her. I didn't know a person in Sandusky. But I knew God sent me to Sandusky. And after he sent me to Sandusky, he brought all of these folk, all of you, to my ministry. Because what happened with other folk had nothing to do with what's going to happen to me. Somebody better catch what I just said. Somebody better catch what I just said. What happens with other folk don't have nothing to do with what God says will happen to you. I love the verse, Brenda. I know the plans I have for you. He said, I know the plans I have for a group. I know the plans I have for you. My plans and more plans are not the same plan. You don't have, none of your plans is just like somebody else. That's why you should never be a hater. Listen, Collins, we should never be haters because our plans that he has for us are not the same. So I'm doing so good, so I'm afraid to speak. God dealt with me. Gave me that verse. Perfect love casts out fear. feel it. God says, you don't have a faith problem, son. Messed me up today. So you don't have a faith problem. Everybody knows faith and fear can't stay in the same place. That's right. Y'all know that, right? That's right. Julie, I love this part. Faith and fear. And what is the example he gives me, Deacon Bivens? You can't be in the sanctuary and the church parking lot at the same time. Y'all not going to help me do this, Sister Monica, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you're in the sanctuary, you're not in the parking lot. If you're in the parking lot, you're not in the sanctuary. Y'all got it? That's right. You see, you got it? Watch this. God says, that's why you can't be in faith and fear at the same time. Either you're operating in faith or you're operating in fear. So this fear came upon my son because his past is he does good for a while and then he does something else. He does good for a while. And I was basing my decisions on his past. Until the Lord spoke to me and said, what if I based my decision on you, on your past? You know what? I'm frustrated. I'm about to got me in this church. What if God bases his decision on you based on your previous experience? That's right. To me, all of us would be in trouble. Yes, you would. All of us would be jacked up. Because our record stinks. I know you think yours is better than mine, but that's only because I don't know some of the stuff God knows about you. Feel like it, Deacon Harvey. If y'all help me, I'll go. God said, you can't base what I said to you on previous experience. My son's language is different. Talked about church. Talked about God. Had a wonderful time together. Left tears in my eyes. When I began to talk about it, the enemy tried to stifle me. God said to me today, you don't have a faith problem, son. You got a love problem. Because perfect love casts out fear. Y'all not hear what I'm saying? Deacon Westbrook, when you got love, it'll demolish fear. That's what the good Bible, that's what good news says. Real love will demolish fear. When you operate in love and you're so consumed with God that God say anything. You're not in, okay, I had to go to y'all levels, y'all ain't gonna work with me. For the folks who haven't been in love, the person you in love with can say anything. I ain't gonna mess with some folk in church here. But they fall in love and anything. Oh, girl. Because when you're in love, anything they do.
That's right. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
They do. Thomas and his girl about to get married. He knew, Thomas knew to marry his girl, he had to come to church.
All right. That's all right.
He in church. See, when you consume with somebody, whatever they want is what you do. And can't nobody else turn your head.
That's right. That's right.
I tell somebody, if I ever fall in love again, it's going to be somebody, can't nobody, Holly Berry will be able to turn my head.
All right. Watch it, Bishop. Watch it, Bishop.
That's when you know you're in love. Can't nobody shake it. You get out thinking about it. Tripping over yourself. I love to me. Pull me out of the house. Pull me out of this trouble. Yesterday we was at the car wash. I said I was going to mess with somebody, but just let me mess with one person. We was at the car wash yesterday, and, you know, Deacon Cooper, he's a cool guy. He's cool, washing car, nice and cool. I said, when is the Malibu going to show up? Oh, she's coming. Next thing I know, Deacon Cooper, on the other side of the parking lot, I knew who he was calling his wife. Goes to the other side of the parking lot, comes back. He's always, you know, it's cool.